Good morning. Welcome to the Marshall County Board of Supervisors regular session on February 25th, 2026, here in the courthouse first floor meeting room. Notice to the public, the Board of Supervisors welcomes comments from the public during the time allowed for discussion. You're requested to approach the podium, use the microphone for a recording. State your name and address. Limit the time used to present your remarks in order that others may be given the opportunity to speak. Normal process on any agenda is the chair is to read the item from the agenda. The board's given an opportunity to comment on the issue and or place a motion on the floor. And an opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate and a roll call vote will follow. We'll start with a roll, please.
Goodman.
Yes. Present.
Hibbs.
Yes.
Heil.
Yes. Could you all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second the motion. We have the motion in the second. Roll call, please.
Goodman.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes.
Heil.
Yes. All right, on to service awards. Today we have two service awards. First one, 20 years. Benjamin Varen, Sheriff's Office, Chief Deputy in the Sheriff's Office. 20 years, congratulations. Do we know, is the sheriff coming?
Oh, he's online.
He is online, so
Yeah.
we'll have, take a seat, we'll have Sheriff give some remarks, if he has any, and then we'll present this to you.
All right, thank you, Board of Supervisors, Sheriff Joel Phillips, Marshall County. With this first award, 20 years of service with Chief Deputy Ben Varen, it's one of those careers that is very rewarding. Ben started out in the reserve program and then became a civil service deputy at the Sheriff's Office, and then moved through his career as a supervisor, now Chief Deputy. We can't thank him enough more for his years of service and dedication to Marshall County.
Great, thank you very much, Sheriff. Any comments, Ben?
Just like everybody else that comes up here, I have no speech prepared, but I just want to say thanks to everybody I work with here at Marshall County. It's been a great experience. I fell into this line of work accidentally. Only regret I ever have is I wish I started sooner. It's been great. Time flies when you're having fun, and it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it has. So enjoy
I
every minute
imagine
of it.
you could write a book, but
We've got stories to share.
yeah,
Yes.
you've had stories. But
Well, thank you.
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Thanks for all you do for Marshall County, and thank you for your 20 years.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you this other one, too. That's awesome. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate your work.
Thank you.
And then next we have 25 years for Kibby Collins, Sheriff's Office Jailer. She's not present in here. Sheriff, have any more remarks?
You bet. Kibby Collins, again, she's when we're recruiting for long-term employees. Kibby is the face of the jail division. 25 years is an extremely long time in that environment. Not only has Kibby, her entire family has dedicated their careers in Morris County with Redonna Bracey being past registered nurse in the medical division, and then obviously the former retired deputy sheriff Karen Wakeham. So her family has a long history of service in Marshall County, and I thank her for 25 years and see if we can get 5 more years out of her at least.
That's great. We got a great team of good longevity there, honoring both Kibby for 25 years and Ben for 20. So great work out there at the Sheriff's Office. Any other further comment on these service awards?
Just much appreciation for all of their years of service. We appreciate it very much.
Yep, definitely. I'll second that. Thank you for your service.
All right. Well, on to the consent agenda, 6A. Approve previous regular session minutes, February 11th, 2026. Approve claims as audited and authorize the auditor and recorder to issue the payment of the same, and listing of these claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the current month will be published as part of the first meeting of the following month. File manure management plans. Edler Brothers Farm, Section 19, number 58296, 1930 Gerhart Avenue, State Center, signed with changes. Reappointment of the Judicial Magistrate Commission, Jarrett Heil, myself. Term dates January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. Carol Hibbs, term dates January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. And reappointment of the Green Mountain Lighting District Trustees, Jaylene Primus, term dates January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2026. And John Warden, term date January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2028. And reappoint the following members of the Marshall County Condemnation Compensation Commission members, effective January 1, 2026 through December 31, 2026. George Batinger, Deb Block, John Brockman, Christopher Brodeen, Arthur Crandon, Martha Garcia, Daryl Gilmore, Bob Grimes, Russ Paul, David Scott, Cindy Smiley, Larry Southard, Robert Thomas, Trent Upaw, Gene Weimers, and John Warden. And that is the end of today's consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second?
We have the motion, the second. Is there any discussion on these items? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Goodman,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Heil,
Yes. All right, discussion and update of Board of Supervisors liaison assignments. And so we have our current assignments that Carol and I, I guess we had that vote at the beginning of the year to be on, and then we have the openings of which Kevin was on. Is there any reason to not have Christian on the ones that are open, or is there any switching anyone wants to do?
Well, I guess that's up to Christian whether he wants to take on those roles or he wants to have a discussion about different roles.
I guess I'd be comfortable taking on what's currently not filled, what my dad did.
All right.
So I'd have no issues with that.
So we got conservation, secondary roads, information services, public health, and the county treasurer. So putting Christian Goodman on those and remaining the others the same. All right, is there a
Okay.
motion for that?
I will make a motion that we approve the updated, on the, moving back, updated Board of Super Liaison assignments, so, which would add Christian to the assignments that his father filled.
I'll second that.
All right, we have the motion and the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Goodman,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Heil,
Yes. All right. On to discussion and update Board of Supervisor representative assignments. And so these are the assignments of the different boards that, and committees that we serve on, which, I suppose we have the exact same scenario here. Is there anything on this that, Christian, you do not want to serve on or be a part of, or want to switch around?
No, I kind of went through them all last night, and I would be happy to sit on any of those, and I think so. I would just as soon fill those.
All right, so we have, that would put Christian as the representative on the Board of Health, the representative on the department head meeting, Mid-Iowa Community Action, Safety Committee representative, the 2nd Judicial District Department of Correctional Services, the WIOA, Iowa Workforce CEO Board, and the Regional Workforce Investment Board. That also would include the alternate for the ACER Committee, Emergency Management, Marshall County Communications Commission, the Joint E911, the Landfill Commission, the Marshalltown Cluster Decategorization Child Welfare Service Plan. That is a word salad for you this morning. The Radio Governance Board, Unity Point Health Waterloo Region Hospital Board, and Veterans Affairs Board.
I move to make the motion, let's see here, same thing, previous page. To approve the discussion and update of Board of Supervisor representative assignments.
I'll second that.
And motion the second is for Christian to fill all the open roles that are there with no other changes, correct? Mm-hmm. All right, any further discussion? We have that motion the second. Roll call, please.
Goodman,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes. Number 9, approval to pay materials inspection costs for project VROS C064146-8J64 from Marshall County Farm to Market account. Morning, Paul.
Morning, Paul Geilenfeld, County Engineer. This is just basically that we allow payment for the assurance and verification testing on, this is for our county line box culvert project that they're just getting everything closed out. And the DOT does assurance and verification testing on some of the materials, so on some of the aggregates and the, fly ash and things like that. So there's no money that comes or goes from Marshall County, it's just paid with our farm to market account in Ames.
Okay.
Great.
That's $1,827.29.
All righty. I will make the motion to approve the pay materials inspection costs for project BROS C064146-8J64 from Marshall County Farm to Market account.
I'll second.
All right, we have that motion the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Goodman,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes. All right, now on to number 10. Approve the VA Commission to use a portion of the horseshoe parking lot on the south side of the courthouse near the Veterans Memorial during RAGBRAI 2026. We have Herschel here today with our Veterans Affairs Commission representing. We had both Kevin and Sherry are representing us and representing the Veterans Affairs down at the Capitol right now at a subcommittee. So thanks for being here as a member of the commission to talk about this.
Not a problem. So Herschel Edwards, Marshall County VA Commissioner. So what we're looking for is to do some outreach during RAGBRAI, and we thought what better place would be down by the Veterans Memorial down there in the southwest corner of the horseshoe of the county grounds. So all we're really looking for is, everybody has a plan. If you build it, they will come. So right now we're just looking for the space to be allocated the space. Once we have that space, then we'll be able to decide what we want to put in there. What we're thinking right now is a few tents with some cooling cells, some refreshments, stuff like that to do outreach. We'll also be reaching out to the Army, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Iowa Army National Guard. They all have teams during RAGBRAI that will be riding. So I'll get with the RAGBRAI committee, and we'll meet and we'll figure out who I need to discuss with the actual RAGBRAI themselves to get that pumped out, as well as any Marshall County veteran or anybody that wants to stop by and talk with veterans. It's a good community outreach for us, and to be able to talk about benefits or just have good fellowship during RAGBRAI. So what we're looking for is just that spot right there to the north of the monument, maybe a few tents there, and then a few of the parking spots within the horseshoe. Knowing that the courthouse will be working that day, we don't want to impede or impact too much of the operation. So just a few parking spots there, and then depending on if Center Street gets closed off, maybe a few spots on that outside of Center Street right there.
All right, we'll have Lucas come up, kind of talk through maybe some of the nuts and bolts of what he knows of what's going on and what's
Lucas
possible.
back to Buildings and Grounds. I'll say you'll want to coordinate with kind of the RAGBRAI committee, obviously, because a lot of times they put porta-johns kind of right there on that sidewalk, and we won't want that.
Right.
So that's not great. There's plenty of power right there, and I would say, if you had, kind of the parking spots maybe from Church Street, 5 or 6 up to the north there, you should be that should be out of the way. I don't think any decisions have been made as far as what's happening as far as operations inside of the courthouse that day. So we might see some stuff evolve there, but I don't see any issue with it, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Good. And I think there's a lot probably just up in the air of like what's Ragbri's intent with
Right.
courthouse grounds. But I think more so if we are in communication with them saying we're using this
Right.
little quarter over here that's going to be set up for this, and as long as I think it's our approval process with them if we're coordinating anything with Ragbri.
So I think if we allow for south of the east-west sidewalk there, just that whole area, and once we find out what the plans are for the other armed forces, the ones that travel with, and what their space needs are, I like the idea of coordinating that together.
Yeah, as it evolves and as I start reaching out to committees and start talking to points of contact, much as like yourself, and figuring out what the needs are, that's, that can change, and we can change that as need be, but
Yeah.
right now, we're just wanting to get it on the agenda that we are allowed that
Reserving the
space.
spot, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I believe John Hall and Kylie Ledger, who are the two local main co-chairs, will be working on the logistics of part of what's happening here, and they'll have a committee that we'll work with on that too.
Okay, I'll make sure to stop down and talk with John.
Okay, well, and Alex is here, so she can,
All right,
yeah,
appreciate that, thank you.
yep. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks, Herschel.
Yep, thank you, guys.
I think this is a wonderful way to utilize our grounds at Ragbri, and also utilizing our resources of our Veterans Affairs Office, and just connecting veterans at a big community event.
On the 250th anniversary of the United States of America.
Nonetheless. All right. Is there a motion to approve?
I motion to approve the VA commission to use a portion of the horseshoe parking lot on the south side of the courthouse near the Veterans Memorial during Ragbri 2026.
I'll second that.
All right. We have that motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Goodman,
Yes?
Hibbs,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes. All right, number 11, Resolution 2026-11, Intergovernmental Agreement confirming and continuing the Solid Waste Management Commission of Marshall County, Iowa as amended. And I don't think I need to necessarily read this entire resolution. This resolution has the certain governmental subdivisions of the state of Iowa that are operating in the Solid Waste Management Commission of Marshall County under the provisions of Chapter 28E of the Iowa Code. And so the full board of the Solid Waste Management Commission has proposed to each constituent governmental subdivision an amendment to the intergovernment agreement creating the Solid Waste Management Commission of Marshall County Agreement to add municipalities of Roland and McCallsburg as members, where Marshall County wishes to confirm its role as a member of the commission and express its approval of the proposed amendment. I sit on this commission. We've had what's going on over in Story County is they're doing some phase out of things within the Story County, and you have some of the other small towns trying to figure out where they're going to take their garbage. And so at our last meeting, we had agreed that the commission would take at the landfill garbage from Roland and McCallsburg. So that's the point of this resolution, is to add them in. And
The only thing I would suggest is to update the month on the,
on that resolution.
yeah, on that resolution. To reflect it's February.
I'm wondering if, I'm trying to remember if that was in our December meeting that was discussed at the
No.
commission, and that's So maybe that's why December was put in, but we can get that changed for accuracy of today's date.
Well, and December 2026 is in the future, so.
And that's a problem too. That's a problem too,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
So we'll get that
Yeah.
date fixed on that, and
Other than that, yeah, I think I'll make a motion that we adopt Resolution 2026-0011 intergovernmental agreement confirming and continuing the Solid Waste Management Commission of Marshall County as amended.
I'll second that.
all right, we have that motion in a second. Any further discussion?
Does the resolution have what municipalities are members? I just didn't know if there was a list of who's all involved with those.
This did not have a list in the resolution. This is just the ads on it, but it's,
Okay.
the members are all the municipalities in Marshall County and these two.
Okay, so
Ads.
they're the only two out of county that are.
I believe so. We've had other requests as well come in from some of the larger communities that we haven't approved yet, that we're still looking into. Obviously, the goal of the Solid Waste Commission is to have the longevity of our landfill, and that's taken into account in any of these decisions. So, but I believe those are the only two outside of county, but I can verify that as well.
Like I said, I was just curious when you were talking about adding, I just didn't know.
Other questions, comments? All right, did we have the motion in the second? All right, roll call, please.
Goodman,
Yes.
Hibbs,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes. All right, number 12, public forum. Time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on the agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in the public forum. Public comment today? All right, hearing none, we are on to adjournment. The next regular session is scheduled for Wednesday, March 11th. Going into March already, how about that? 9 a.m. at the courthouse, first floor meeting room. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the County Auditor Recorder's Office, the Board of Supervisors Office, or through our board clerk email by Wednesday, March 4th at noon. There being no further business to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned at 9:22 a.m. Make it a great day.